The positive integers a, b satisfy 23a equals 32b. Can a plus b be a prime number? Justify your answer. And all of these questions, how many of these will be prime numbers? Can it ever be prime? What happens? What are the different ways of having a plus b? What can you say about the property for a plus b? There are several possibilities. It's a beautiful idea to say, okay, there are lots of possibilities. I'm going to find one. I'm going to find one possibility, and then I'll work from there. Right? So a and b are positive integers such that 23 into a equals 32 into b. They're positive integers. I'm going to start with a very simple positive integer, 1. 23 into 1 is 32 into b, or b is 23 by 32. That doesn't work. A cannot be 1. If a is 1, b doesn't turn out to be an integer. If a is 2, it will become 23 into 2, 46. That is 32 into b. Doesn't work. And so think about it. 23 into 2 is 32 into b. You can cancel this, make this 16. But b is 23 by 16. Doesn't work. That's not an integer. So think about this. If you pause and think, this side, 23a, this is going to be a multiple of 23. This side is going to be a multiple of 32. Not rocket science, very regular stuff. 23 to something is a multiple of 23. 32 to something is a multiple of 32. Okay. So 23 into a has to be a multiple of 32. 32 into b has to be a multiple of 23. We are looking at it the other way around. 23 into a has to be multiple of 32. 32 into b has to be a multiple of 23. So we'll worry about 32 into b later. 23 into a has to be a multiple of 32. 23 has nothing in common with 32. 23 is a prime number. 32 is 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. Nothing gets cancelled. What does that mean? If it has to be a multiple of 32, a has to be a multiple of 32. Straightforward. Or a could be 32 or 64 or 96, something like that. So let's put a equal to 32. So 23 into 32 equals 32 into b, or b is 23. Brilliant. We've got one value. Let's write down that value. We know 23a equals 32b. We know a equal to 23, b equal to 32 works. Brilliant. A is 23, b is 32. A plus b is 55. Can a plus b be a prime number, or this is not prime? I cannot say they cannot be a prime number. The one set of values for a and b that I've got, a plus b is not prime. Maybe the next one I have, a plus b will end up being prime. And we don't know that. Right? So a plus b right now is not prime. No, my mind is thinking maybe they can never be prime. So maybe I'll try to prove that, because especially this question is saying justify your answer. And 23 into 32 equals 32 into 23. How will I get the next answer, next term for a and b? A has to be a multiple of 32. So a can be 64. So 23 into 64. This is 32 into b. 64 by 32 is 2, or b is 46, or a is 64, b is 46. You add these two, we get 110. To think about these numbers, look at these numbers. I think I've written this down the other way around. I'm very sorry. A is 32, B is 23. A is 32, B is 23. A is 64, B is 46. This into 2, this into 2. Both sides become into 2 of whatever they were. They are both doubled. Or if A plus B added up to 55, next time they are adding up to 110. What will be the third possibility? A will be 23 into 32 into 3. This is A. B would be 32 into 23 into 3. So A is 32, B is 23. A is 32 into 2, B is 23 into 2. A is 33 into 3, B is 23 into 3. 32 into 4, 23 into 4. or the total will either be 55 or 55 into 2, 55 into 3, 55 into 4, 55 into 5, 55 into 6 and so on. 55 is not prime. Any multiple of 55 cannot be prime, or none of these numbers be prime. Can A and B be a prime number? No, they cannot be, because A plus B will always be a multiple of 55 and 55 is not prime. So 55 into 1, 55 into 2, 55 into 3, 55 into 4, 55 into 9000, none of those numbers can be prime. Or A plus B can never be a prime. Justification, because A plus B will always be a multiple of 55.